Hello, Stephanie. How are you today?
Hello, hello. I'm amazing. Thank you. How
Yay.
are you?
I'm doing awesome. And I'm so excited to meet with you today to begin the sharing of inspiration and magic and grid working and talk about all the things synchronicity and yeah, I'm just super excited to have you, Stephanie Shockey, everyone, multi-dimensional, multi-talented and gifted. And I'm just super excited to hear
No, I'm just kidding.
more. That's right, you deserve a pat on the back. We all do, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So to kick this off, I wanted to ask you about, what does synchronicity and magic mean to you?
Oh my goodness. I love that. Okay. Synchronicity to me is the first beginning of that word. You're syncing up with something that you're meant to align with. As well as the synchronicities, like the number thing. I feel like those are like little breadcrumbs we left ourselves along the way to for me to indicate, yeah, you're on the right path, you're on the right frequency, this is the one, keep going, keep going, keep going. Especially 1111 numbers speak to me in different ways.
Yeah, me too, me too.
Usually when I see like 1, 2, 3, 4, it's like, yeah, you're gaining momentum, like
Oh
keep
yeah.
going as well, but it's like some momentum is gaining. um Yeah, but it's just syncing up with something you're meant to. Magic, well, they could kind of like correlate together because you could be syncing up with the magic you're supposed to realize or you're meant to understand.
Yeah.
Magic is just something that I feel like something that we're um preconditioned to not believe in, but it's actually possible and real. It's just something that is outside of our conditioned realm of what we believe to be possible, but actually there's
Hmm.
like more.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I resonate with that so much. And it's like I heard yesterday, I kept hearing that song, signs, signs everywhere, the signs, And it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they are everywhere. It's just a matter of, are we aware of them? Are we seeing them? And then on top of that, are we stopping to think about or feel into what is the significance, what's the meaning, and what is that telling me and where is that guiding me to, right?
Yeah, totally. And are we embodied enough to be in full presence to receive all the magical signs around us? Totally.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And I feel like too that just brings us to like vibration and how vibrationally aligning with certain, you know, things that are around you, certain timelines. You can literally like,
Totally.
yeah, based on your mood. I mean, we are these powerful creators, right? So we change our vibration, we align with different things that open up to us, that present to us, and then that we get to experience. And so, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, that makes me okay. So what's been dropping in a lot is these weaving of these golden timelines. And I'm always like, well, what does that mean? I'm always like
Yeah.
asking myself these questions. What does that mean?
Yes.
And my most current understanding of it is it's weaving the energetic signature. So it's you're embodying it,
Yeah.
but you're just weaving the energetic signature of it. And when you're in full presence and you're aware, you can tune into not necessarily what timeline am I weaving, but like you can pick up on things like, oh, that makes me think of Lemuria. Oh, that makes me think of Egypt. And it's like, oh, you're probably tuned in to
Yeah.
that golden timeline. Just like your session
Yes.
that you told me about when you were talking about the Wonder Woman and the golden headband. I was like, dude, she was totally tapped into Avalon then.
Yes. I love that. And it is so interesting too how, and for everybody it's different, but you just get these songs that drop in, or like you say, you see the numbers, or you get like pictures in your mind of a remembrance of a movie clip, you know? And it is so fun to, I used to just disregard those things like random. I was like, oh, that's so random. Like, and it didn't mean anything. But now I understand that truly, truly everything has a meaning. And so that's like where part of the fun is. I feel like it's like, ooh, it is like going down the rabbit hole like that art you
Literally,
showed me.
literally.
Yeah,
Those are
it's like,
so fun too. And
yes.
there's so many codes in those rabbit holes. And again, if you're in full bodied presence, you're just like collecting. I used to call myself a data collector. And it's so true. We are.
Yes. Oh my goodness, I love that. And being like, for me too, it's like I don't collect it and hold on to it, and not that you do either, but like
Yeah.
it's like I take it in and I let it flow through me. I experience it and then I let it go. And a
Yeah.
lot of times I'm like, oh, why don't I remember? Why don't I remember that? And it's like, no, I'm not supposed to remember. I was supposed to experience it, let it in, and let it flow out so that I can now be open to experiencing more and doing that same thing and being like that clear channel of allowing things to just, come through our experience and awareness and letting them go. And oh my gosh, it's so much fun. I just love having these kind of conversations. So, I wanted to ask you too about grid working, the topic of grid working. I know it's really big, it's broad, and it can encompass so much, but both of us have been co-creating in a beautiful grid working community with the JJ Activations with JJ on Instagram. And I wanted to just talk a little bit about grid working with you. What does grid working mean to you? I guess is one of the first questions I'd love to start with that we can talk about.
Okay, so there's so much.
I
I'm like
know. We'll stay broad for
like
now, like, high level.
okay, so there's so many perspectives to grid work, right? It is because it's a topic of right? But we are also gridding our body. So she's a reflection of us. So it's a permission slip to sync up with the highest version of ourselves and have that reflected back to us as the highest version of Gaia.
Mm. As within, so without, as above, so below.
Yeah.
I love it because again, it really is, it's all connected and it's all, weaving together, and we get to play and see the different perspectives and choose which one that we want to engage with at any given time, right? So that leads me to the next question is what type and category of grid work have you been the most drawn to recently or currently?
Are you talking about like the keeper roles, or are you talking
Yeah,
about
you
like
could you could talk into keeper roles or just different
yeah.
things that you enjoy doing, like going into nature and or gathering groups of people or
Okay, so when I'm alone, I like to draw codes in the ground wherever I am. Like I'll grab
oh,
a stick and draw codes and like leave some
that's amazing.
crystals and some shells. I love to do it on the beach.
I love that. And what do you feel when you're doing that? How does that, just for people who may not understand, how does that assist Gaia and energetically, and like what is the purpose of building the grid, and you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, so each one is different. I tune into whatever drops in, the ideas. I just pay attention to the ideas that come to my mind. Usually they're either it could be there's an intention to the codes, right? And it can be calibration, it can be an emotion like balance or inspiration, huh? Like we're doing today. And or it can be merging and weaving the masculine and feminine energies, whatever. The water speaks to me a lot.
I love that.
So I usually do it around water. So whatever it communicates, and I'm not saying like the water is like talking to me. It's I get ideas near it. Does that
Yeah,
make
yeah,
sense?
yeah.
A little more grounded way of saying it.
Inspiration flows
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
where water goes.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I love that. Oh my gosh. I feel the same way too when I'm around like rocks and plants and water.
Yeah,
I mean, it really is, nature is so has so much energies. And I do feel that it's a really powerful way to do grid work, is to have those energies. It's like helpers, right? It's like they're
yeah.
amplifying the vibration and the inspiration and all those things. Yes, you can do it other places. Grid work can be as simple, I always like to say, as simple as walking by someone and smiling, because that can light up their day, or giving them a compliment. Or
Totally.
it can be as intricate and evolved as going out, and drawing codes in the ground and building, spirals with the rocks and making offerings, or traveling abroad and
Yeah.
bringing sacred waters to different locations. And there's so many things, and I'm excited because this is just the beginning of these kinds of conversations, and we're going to expand and learn and enjoy experiencing so much more with grid work. I feel like I personally am just getting started on my grid working journey, because there's so much excitement and potential and expansion that is available to us in this realm. And so I love that
Totally.
yeah, go ahead.
And I was just thinking of, so I'm in Houston, Texas, right? And we
Yeah,
just
nice.
had a pretty intense and beautiful storm recently. And another way to do grid work, which this just came to me as the storm was rumbling outside my house. And I could, in my periphery, in my outer periphery, and in my home, because my mom was definitely experiencing some uncomfortability with the
Yeah.
storm, just nervousness, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And but I chose to just talk to the storm, and I was just like, hey, I see you, I witness you, I honor you, and I
Oh,
understand that whatever you're doing, it's required. So I'm just
yeah.
here to see it. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
And that's
that's
good work
so,
too.
yes. Oh my gosh, yes. That's so beautiful. And what a powerful way to connect with the natural forces of nature, and to recognize the inherent good and beauty and need for it,
Yeah.
even though it can be scary, rightfully so for your mom.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's powerful, and it can invoke a sense of lack of control or whatever. And so it's like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? And but trusting that whatever is meant to be will be, and that we are divinely protected. Um and yeah, it was all just divinely aligned in the way it was supposed to be.
Totally. And it wasn't my intention to do anything to the storm. I was just literally witnessing it.
Yeah.
Interesting though, as it got close to us, it was nighttime, but the sky lit up like it was mid-afternoon, and it lightened up. And I was like, huh. So that wasn't my intention. And I'm not saying I had anything to do with that,
Oh, you did though.
but it
You
was
did. Because I believe we're powerful creators, and we're influencing our environment
totally.
by our intentions, our
Yeah.
thoughts, and our beliefs. And that is how we are interacting with our surroundings. So it's no mistake that that is what happened, based on what
Yeah.
you're telling me that you intended, right? And you tuned
Yeah.
into, and you became an active co-creative participant in that whole new reality of creation. And oh my gosh, I love that. Such a beautiful
Yeah. It
example.
was cool. It was cool.
Oh, oh my goodness. So, do you want to share if there is something, another example of like some recent grid work, or a recent experience of magic and synchronicity that you've had lately? I'm sure there's many. It might be hard to
I
choose
know. I'm
sometimes.
like, which one? I think I told you about the numbers. I love numbers.
Yes, me
And
too.
it wasn't like a huge one, but it was like pretty significant. I was just driving, and I looked at the clock and it said 11:11, and then I looked up at the building that I was passing, and the address was 11:11, and I was like,
Oh,
"Whoa, yes, I love that."
oh my gosh, I
Um,
love that.
and let's see, what's coming to mind is a group grid work that I had. Such a cool, just like the synchronicity of how this like came was so amazing. I was in Hawaii on a
Mm.
retreat. It was a ancient souls retreat. It
Oh,
was so
wow.
amazing. And it was during our break one of the days. We had like a couple hour break, and it just started off with a couple of people, maybe like 3 or 4. And we were in this circle space, but as we started doing this, and we were building a crystal grid, and
Oh,
our
wow.
intention was at the time to alchemize something within
Okay.
ourselves, right? But and put the intention in the grid of the alchemized energy. So not
Mm.
the wound, but the alchemized version,
Right. The
right?
highest version timeline.
Yes, yes. So as we're doing this, almost the whole retreat ended up over there, and they were just drawn to walk over there. Like, it was just like
Wow.
they felt the energy.
Yeah, it was like a
And
magnet pulling them in.
yeah. And so and that was, and I had already started alchemical gridwork Instagram without even fully understanding what that meant. I just
Yeah.
got the name and I was like, okay, I'll go with it.
Yeah.
And that day, it was like, oh, I get it. Because like that's what we did. We like created this grid, and then we all got in a circle, and I led us through a visualization, and I synced up all our people call them chakras. I perceive them as dimensional lenses of perception. So I synced all of ours up, and then we
Woo.
sent that alchemized energy down into Gaia, and then she reciprocated it back up through us. And we all created these colorful toroidal fields and merged ours together. It was just really powerful.
That does sound powerful. Oh my goodness. And how beautiful that spirit dropped in that inspiration of the idea of the alchemical gridwork specifically, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
here you are finding yourself doing exactly that. And it's like ding ding when those things, you put those together, it's like, yes, that's what I'm meant to do, right? That's where I'm
Yeah.
meant to be.
Yeah.
And then the numbers of synchronicity and all the signs that you receive are all complete validation that you are in the right place at the right time. And oh my gosh, what a beautiful story. I love that. See, and then it's so much more powerful too when you're doing it with others,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to speak more to that? Like how that works? Like
Oh, it just
bringing together.
we feed off each other and we amplify each other. And there
Yeah.
was such a powerful, like, it was so powerful when we synced up our toroidal fields and we got in sync, like me, and I think the girl next to me was Kathy, who's gonna be in Shasta with me. I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah.
It
I'm
was
so
so
excited.
powerful. Like, we both were like, whoa. I mean, it was like a reaction, like a physical reaction to the energy of us syncing up our fields together. Which makes me think of last night. One of the things that I did with the little breakout room was I synced up our heart spaces together.
Oh,
And then we
wow.
we dropped down into inner earth, and that was powerful too. There's just something really powerful of getting on the same synchronicity, same
Yeah.
synchronistic frequency, and
Yes.
doing something with the same intention. It is just there's no words.
Yeah, truly, truly. It is so powerful. And I love that you used the word amplification because that's exactly what I was hearing too. It just
Yeah.
seriously is like boom, boom. I see those toroidal fields just like exploding and echoing off of each other and it's like tuning forks, right? They're showing me like tuning forks right now, where one tuning fork attunes to the next and tunes the next. And so it's really, really awesome. Um, and so I know that I'm excited that you had mentioned that you might have an activation to do for us.
Okay, there you are. There you are. Sorry. Us
Oh,
talking about this like froze did something to the energy because you froze for a second, but you're back.
oh yeah, too much energy we got here going on. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, what I was saying is that I'm excited that you are going to be bringing us together right here in an activation, and I
Yeah.
wondered if you wanted to tell us more about that and your intention for that.
Yes. Okay. So it came through in the shower. Water is
Nice.
totally my inspiration today. Um and just to last night, I love how when we go in the breakout rooms for our gridwork community with JJ, we use those AI images.
Yeah.
And last night something just clicked and it was just like, it's not for me. There's no wrong way to do these, right? But
Right.
for me, it's like, yes, telling everyone saying what they're getting feels like half of it. But the other
Yeah.
half is like actually doing something, actually doing some grid work.
Yeah. It's like
And
the masculine and feminine, right? The masculine and feminine
totally,
balance. Yeah.
totally, totally. And so I walked us through just a little, I mean, it was like 2 or 3 minutes long. But I have found that when I do these, they're short and potent.
Yeah.
And the feedback I get is people get really good visuals. So when I was in the shower this morning, it was like, yeah, let's do a little activation for some inspiration. Interesting enough, we haven't even done it. All this inspiration has been dropping in ever since then. So it's just like our intention is just so powerful
Yes.
alone. But
Yes.
again, another amplifier is
Yeah.
the visualization,
Mm-hmm.
and
The
then us
visual.
doing it together and whoever else listens to it. It's just it's so fun to be alive right now. Like
I know. I know. I'm always like jumping out of my skin. Just so excited to experience all the things.
yeah,
And I have a little brand new crystal skull that I got yesterday that wants to be. Let's see if we can see that. Wants
amazing.
wants to be here with us today. A wisdom keeper.
I love it. I have one in, okay, so I keep some crystals in my shower. I
Nice. That's a
shower
good
with them.
idea. That's a good idea.
And one of them is a skull.
Nice.
I have a little alien head.
Oh, awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Wow, too
He's like,
cool.
oh, he's like an alien skull.
Wow, so you know what's so funny about that is we've got the cosmic wisdom keeper here now
Literally.
and the earthly
Yeah.
wisdom keeper.
That's so cool.
All
Okay,
right.
so yes,
I might
yes,
do some
yes.
light language coming in here.
I love it. I love it.
I'll do the hand stuff and I'll let you do the rest.
Okay, so I'm just gonna share this picture. I'm gonna give you a few. I'm getting to give you a few seconds to do that. I accept. I
Yeah.
receive.
No worries. Matigatiana ai kastakutua tiamatia kiata iana kiata o kustakatania niatia kaya diai. All right, thank you, thank you.
Beautiful. Thank
So
you.
excited.
Okay, so I'm going to share this picture is what I co-created with some AI this morning. Can you see
Yay.
it? Yeah?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that. I'm
Yeah.
seeing
So,
like so many things, but like foundation, like it's
uh-huh.
not a fully blended tight weaving, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
it's enough to hold it together.
Yeah.
And it's like
Totally.
it's like there's an anchoring down going on in the four corners. And
Hmm.
then I see, you know, obviously like the energy's coming in and flowing from northeast, southwest, right? All
Yeah, that's what I was getting
directions.
was directions.
Yeah, the directions. And then this beautiful, obviously cosmic liquid light coming from behind. And it's like we're getting a peak view of it, but not the full picture kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
pixelated. It makes it looks all pixelated kind of. But
Totally.
I'm
Totally.
excited. I'm excited to hear what your inspiration was and what you were feeling and what you channeled here.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to think of, okay, the words were definitely, it's an activation. There's some light codes in there for sure. There's some weaving and inspiration. And yeah, that's what I got. Amazing.
It's so amazing. So powerful. So yeah, we invite you to settle in, get comfortable, and enjoy this beautiful image in your view while we are guided through an incredible activation by Stephanie. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so just get a good look at this picture and start to tune in to your breath. We're not going to go into a deep trance. We're just going to stay present. Take in all the colors, all the weaving, all the anchoring of the directions. And when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. Still focusing on your breath. And take your awareness down into your heart space. And we're going to tune in to the frequency of unconditional love. And with that frequency, you can give that frequency a color. And we're going to create a circle of everyone that is watching this. And we're going to weave our heart spaces together with unconditional love. Syncing our hearts into a unified coherence state. And in this space, we're going to take a deep breath in. And on the out breath, we're just going to relax everything. Drop in deeper into our heart. And then below us, with our intention, we're just going to open a portal. You can swirl this in whatever direction you like. Just open it below us together as one. With the intention that we are dropping in to the 0 point field. When I visualize this space, I see it as a blank screen. So in this quantum space, we're going to take another deep breath together. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then start to notice this AI image, and you're going to put yourself in the middle of it. So start with the net, the weaving. Start creating the anchors, the directions. And I'm seeing myself on one side of this net. So create it next to you. A little tighter in the corners, a little looser and uneven, but still completely secure, completely safe. And on the other side of this net, we're going to start to create the colors, the light codes, the rainbow, the activation. So allow those to connect, zigzag, form, activate. And what I'm feeling is we're going to take our bodies and we're going to move through this net of foundation and into this cosmic activation of inspiration. So we're just going to start to move through it as slow or as fast as feels comfortable. And when you get to the rainbow colors, allow it to fully activate your entire field. Allow it to move all around you, all within you. And then take a deep breath in full receivership. In and out. And then I'm going to start to count down from 10. And as I'm counting down, we're going to start to close down this visual and thank it for the activation and thank our bodies for receiving. And then we're going to come back to our body. So I'll guide you through that. So 10, start to close down the rainbow colors. 9, 8, start to close down the neck. 7, 6, step out of the 0 point field. 5, come back through the portal and we'll close it. 4, 3, starting to anchor into your body. 2, a little tapping to help you ground. 1, and then take one last deep breath, fully anchored, embodied. Breathe in and breathe out. And when you feel ready, open your eyes.
Wow, Stephanie, that was amazing. I've got the shaman drum here, wanted to come in for a little I don't know if you can see this. I mean, can't see this. My
There we
background.
go.
But anyway, I'm gonna just play it for just a second so we can
Yeah.
integrate that amazing, amazing activation. And whew, that was great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
If you feel inspired, you can share some more light language. Your light language is so powerful and beautiful. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Ayata kurayata kurstakala ulayataya urtiki ustayatai ur ayata kurra ush. That felt very shaman.
Oh my goodness, it sure did. That was so amazing. Oh, and that tongue roll, oh my gosh. I love it. I can't do that. Let's say I haven't mastered that in this lifetime anyway. Thank you. Oh wow. I'm just so fulfilled and touched. And I seriously like felt that through all of my chakras, or in other words, I love how you said dimensional levels of perception. Is that what you called them?
Yeah, lenses of perception, but I like levels too.
Dimensional lenses of perception. Oh my gosh, I love that. Both of that, yeah, both of those are so cool. It's such a neat way of looking at them as well. And yeah, I felt like at first I was laying in the hammock. It was like a hammock for
Oh,
me.
cool.
Yeah, I
Cool.
was like, oh, this feels so nice. And then, as you said, we were moving through it. It was like I was melting into it and becoming one with it. And
Yes.
yeah, and then I could feel all those cosmic colors also integrating into those chakra points. and
Yeah.
like all of this beautiful balancing and not cleansing, but like illuminating and expansion happening
Yeah.
within my whole body. And so it really was a beautiful, powerful, like activation of inspiration.
Yes, yes, yes.
And
Amazing,
I
amazing.
just love how you also called it the cosmic net of inspiration, right? Is that what you?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
It was like foundational nets. Like we went through that first because that's,
yeah,
part of it. And
yeah.
then all that cosmic inspiration comes in. Like,
Yeah, I feel like you could totally create an offering, a recording of this cosmic net slash hammock of inspiration and that image and share that with the world because that was really, really powerful. So thank you for allowing me to receive that magic and that
yeah, no, thank you for allowing me to do that.
beautiful
Actually, funny
medicine.
you say that because part of like a background reason I wanted to try this out too is because I am thinking of ways to come up with offerings for our light workers bazaar.
Oh,
And one
yes.
of them is like this co-creation with AI is just so powerful.
I know.
And what a
Having a
cool way to
visual,
like
yeah.
utilize it.
Yes, and having a visual, I find, and maybe it's not for everyone, but certainly people who have that visual, desire to like learn or whatever, it really helps to integrate it in a different
Yeah.
level,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, yeah. I love that. Oh my gosh. I am so grateful for this time together today, and I would love for you to share where everyone can find you and contact you and receive more of your incredible medicine, and your offerings as they are being created and released into the world.
Yes, yes, yes. So my Instagram is alchemical gridwork, and I do have a booking page. However, it is changing, so it will be ready soon.
Nice,
It's up,
nice.
but it's changing. So
Well, that's wonderful and so aligned because we are, we're always evolving and everything is changing and that's the fun of it, right?
yeah,
That's,
yeah.
that's so
This
much.
is so fun. Thank you for doing this.
I
This is
know.
amazing.
Yay. Same, same, same. Thank you so much for beginning this beautiful journey of possibility and expansion. And there's so much more to share. And I look forward to doing this with you more in a whole bunch of different
Yeah.
ways. And I just love how inspirational you are to me and everyone else. And yeah, the whole purpose of doing, I kept getting these downloads of like not only co-creation, but that we are all having these beautiful experiences that are so incredible and magical, and that we are meant to share them
Yes.
because it does inspire others. And so Soul Shine Stories is just getting started, and I invite anyone who would love to share in all of this to please let us know. And you can send me a message, and I would love for everyone to also reach out to Stephanie and share in her magic and co-creation too. So cheers, everyone.
Yes.
Thank
Much
you
love.
for
Much
being
love.
here and for receiving. Oh, I love that. How do you do that? You're gonna have to teach me how to do that. It's not working for me. It must be a setting to turn on, but anyways. Okay, I
Oh,
hope
did
you have
it do the hearts?
yeah.
No. Okay, my phone sometimes oh, it did it. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, the phone. Yeah, the phone. Okay, my computer doesn't have that set up.
You've got hearts everywhere.
I love it. Hearts. We're sending heart bubble love out to everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you later. Thank you, Stephanie.
Bye.